bitch ass play today?
What's up, y'all? This is JT Lucid.
Hear that shit, man?
Swaggy D back in the place to be.
What I'm talking about. This is our first ever Pop the Trunk Productions, Pop the Trunk Podcast, Volume 1, #1, number 1, you know.
Numero uno.
El Torito, something like that.
Doritos.
Or one.
Uno 1? Oh, 1?
Yeah. One like a dollar bill.
It's 1. So basically, this is a transition from the Just Because podcast over to the Pop the Trunk podcast.
A Pop the Trunk production.
Pop the trunk.
Brought to you by Pop the Trunk Productions, you know?
Nice.
We got to fund our own stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
No
it comes down
sponsors
to.
today. We ain't get no sponsors today.
Sponsors are
Red
being
Bull
cheap,
dropped
man.
us, man. Red Bull dropped
us like a bad habit.
That's okay, because TNT, they don't got no sponsors either.
I know,
right?
DJs need
That's
those
just
nice.
sponsored by us.
They dropped us like a FU and a Final Feud match, you know,
Right.
right to the
Right.
bottom. Right.
Fuck Red Bull anyway.
I know, right? We don't need them.
They
I think
supposed
that's
to,
Red Bull.
Nah, they were holding us back.
They were.
they weren't doing as much as they could.
I agree. Good point.
So what's the main focus of this podcast tonight, gentlemen?
Should we tell them what the Pop the Trunk podcast is in general?
Well, let's do it.
Let's start. All right, Pop the Trunk. When you think Pop the Trunk, Swaggy D, what comes to your mind?
Anything can happen. I might go get my gun or whatnot and just, shoot somebody at the park or something. Who knows? It's a Pop the Trunk. You never know what can happen. You never know what I can say. I can say anything. So we can be talking about porn on here. You never know.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Pop the Trunk
Pop
Porn
the Trunk.
Podcast, Pop the Trunk Productions. All the P's in the world. If you can come up with another word that starts with a P, shout it out to us, you know?
China's penis.
You remember the 3-on-3 team? What was their name? Stank Pickles or something?
Yeah, I do remember them.
And they played. They were playing against All Things Through Christ or something. Was that
Yeah.
against the Stank Pickles?
Thank you, motherfuckers.
And they got beat though. Shout out to me, Swaggy D, Will, Koik and D. You know,
Yep.
4th place out of 31 teams. That ain't too bad.
That ain't bad at all, fellas. We did a
Represent.
pretty good day.
The brand, the Pop the Trunk Production podcast.
Next time we might pop the trunk there. You never know, guys. I mean,
Hey,
Be
we
great.
should have whipped out the laptop right in the middle.
they probably ain't have no Wi-Fi there, though.
Probably not. All right, so we're gonna get into some basketball tonight. We're gonna get into some wrestling, maybe touch on some hockey. Where you want to
Gotta touch on. We can talk about the fuck it. Let's talk about the Bulls. Let's go ahead and get it out.
God,
It's
damn it.
ugly.
It's frustrating. It's so frustrating.
It's not good.
Ah,
It has to be frustrating because it's not like they don't have a great roster. They have a pretty solid roster. It's just like the coach continues to hold them back.
They have so much talent. They just don't
Yeah.
utilize it correctly. It's so
And-
frustrating.
And if Noah gets 30 minutes one more game, dude, I'm gonna
Oh my
lose
gosh.
it.
I swear, I'm gonna lose it.
It's a double entendre too because Noah's he's never healthy completely. So you playing a injured dude 30-something minutes,
Injury
normally
prone.
like 35, and he's not doing anything lately.
It really hasn't, dude. There's
He
been
missed seven. He missed 7 layups tonight.
7 layups.
7 layups.
Ew.
But it's so sad because I point this out, and Rajon refuses to believe this, but when Noah is at the elbow, and they just toss it to him, everybody's like, oh, he's such a great passer. It's yeah, he's a decent passer when you got cutters, but the thing is, they know he's gonna pass. There's nothing else he can do from that spot. He just
can't.
chills at the elbow. They sag off and play double on Powell, and then guard the outside on the wings. I mean, come on, man.
And I mean, even with Mark Gasol, when he does that from Memphis, I mean, he can at least shoot that 18-foot jump shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Noah doesn't have enough confidence to shoot it. I mean, he can't shoot.
it makes no sense because like he has the ability to make that, not at a good percentage, but like he'll shoot that 15-footer, and he'll fake once and see if they try to block it, and then he won't shoot it. But he'll shoot it, and then the next time down the floor, he'll be wide open in the exact same spot. Won't even look at the basket.
Exactly.
Won't even look at it.
Yeah, he'll do that one stupid shit when he gives on the ball handoff and throw his ass out and shit, and then tries to set that little screen.
When he gets the ball at the elbow and dude is actually guarding him and there's like 6 seconds left, he gets his look in his eye like, man, I'm gonna score. And you're like, no, you're not. And so he tries to dribble around his guy, sometimes with a crossover, which unless you know you're gonna pass, you better not be crossing anybody. I'm staring at the speaker like I'm talking to you. But like when Joe hits a crossover, the only finish he can possibly make that will be successful is a kick out to the perimeter for a 3. If he tries to finish off that, he is so off balance that he just throws it off the backboard, no rim.
Which is Dunleavy who he kicks it out to usually, or he sets that fucking screen for.
And he'll hit, but Noah's not a shot creator. He just happens to be in the middle with the ball every time.
Yeah.
Like, don't get that twisted. Create shots for us.
I think with the Bulls right now, they got they're reluctant to play a small ball 4, which I don't understand.
Oh no,
because because of the NBA, everybody's going to a small ball 4. Even the Bucks, they got a small ball 4. He's not that good of a shooter, but he's still a 4 who can stretch the floor. It's just they got Michael Carter Williams who can't shoot worth shit, and the Greek Freak who's not even trying to shoot a jump shot.
Man, they got 2 guys out there that refuse to take jumpers, and we can't defend.
Yeah.
Dude, defensively, it's weird because they're so long, dude. Like, their reach is insane. Like, all 5 guys on the court at one point, their reach is nuts. So, like, shout out to the Bucks, but shit, dude, the Bulls are just playing. It's like, me and my dad always talk about this shit when we watch basketball. You always have those teams that play soft and they play scared, man. And it's like that's what I'm afraid, man. Like, the Bulls have just been playing scared for the last couple of nights. They haven't been the same team that I was so hyped about when the playoffs started.
I will say this with the Bulls, it's not even they missed shots, because I was watching San Antonio yesterday, and like the quality of shots San Antonio gets, even if they miss them, they're still great shots. Like, they might just miss them that day. The Bulls, like, their quality of shots when Mirotic is on the floor it's an amazing shot. Even though Mirotic didn't make anything tonight, the shots they got were still good shots. Yeah. It's like when you put Noah in there, it's like they get low in the shot clock, and then they just give it to Rose, run a pick and roll, and he shoots some shit that he probably shouldn't be shooting.
Or Brooks.
Yeah, and Brooks makes the shots. He makes those hard shots.
But like, when you force him to take 5-6 shots where he completely creates everything by himself, he's gonna wear himself out, and he's only gonna hit 1 or 2. You know, and you can't rely on that.
That kind of goes to something that I wanted to get into, that one video that we did about the playoffs, and with Rose's health. Like, I was actually thinking, why not bring in Rose off the bench? I know it sounds completely crazy. Mm-hmm. But, like, why wouldn't you do that? Because the way I'm looking at it, like, every year the Bulls, we get hyped about the Bulls in the playoffs. There's always that one star that gets hurt. Like, Mirotic got hurt. It wasn't for an extended period, like, he's still playing. But there's always that one guy, and I was afraid, D-Rose is going to go nuts first couple games and then get hurt. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Why not bench him and then have Brooks? But it's like, it's not even about Brooks and Rose.
Yeah,
Rose.
It's I see where you're going, because, like, at the beginning of the games, Rose really struggles in the first quarter because there's no spacing on the floor when you have Jimmy Butler, who's an inconsistent shooter, as basically your only shooting threat outside of Dunleavy on the entire floor. Pau Gasol can only do so much when Noah is taking up half of the paint by himself. I mean, what's Noah really doing? Getting us 3 rebounds in the first quarter and nothing else? Like,
yeah, like I don't understand why he plays big. That makes no fucking sense to me. Like, even like, okay, say the Grizzlies, for instance, they play 2 bigs, but they got 2 bigs who gets buckets down there. Like, they got 2 post players.
They control.
Noah isn't a post player, so it makes no sense for him to play 2 bigs.
I could count on one hand the number of post moves I've ever seen Joakim do, and it actually works. And every single one of them are a hook shot.
With the right hand, right?
It doesn't matter. He can go left too, but it's just he can't do anything down low on offense. And he posts up like he can. Oh my gosh.
He can't get boards. Like it's ridiculous. Like he's that big and he can't get boards.
It's ugly.
It's terrible.
I mean, I think if they just went with me, if they just tried Miracek out at the that small ball 4 spot, that they'll see that the spacing is. I mean, they'll get every shot they want. I'm not saying they'll hit all the shots, but they'll get great shots. And like when I watched them today, like they took a lot of bad shots just because Noah was in there because of the lack of space.
And like you said, like when Noah's in there, like the shot clock goes down so quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the ball like he's a point guard.
They are forced to take these ugly shots, these nasty shots. So
and even
frustrating right now, man.
And the Bucks, and then the reason you can't play that way, you probably can get away with a team like that if you're playing like the Hornets or somebody. But with the Bucks' length and everything, that you have to space them out. If you don't space them out, they're gonna continue to block your shot and contest their own shots.
Exactly. I mean, I would right now. I like Mirotic coming right off the bench and being high energy. So I would put Powell and Taj down there together because they play well with the high-low. Yeah. And Taj can actually finish, with his hands, things that you use in basketball. Which he still does not know how to do.
I can see Taj in there, but me personally, I like a power forward that can shoot threes. I feel like right now in the NBA, that's kind of the equalizer. Because I mean, like when you watch Golden State, you got to guard Draymond Green, which creates all these fucking lanes to the rim.
Yep.
And it's like you have to guard him. You can't have two guys in there who can't, that you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not understanding why they don't defend the Bucks well, because the Bucks got two guys that you can just sag the fuck off of.
I don't even think we know that.
I don't think they know that either. I don't think, because I seen them guarding tight on Michael Carter Williams. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, this guy's not even trying to shoot.
The reason that I would put Taj in there is because you do have to get minutes out of Noah, and the best person to pair him with is Mirotic, because then Noah can just be a high-energy rebound guy, which he's good at. But everything else is terrible. If you spread the floor with Mirotic, that's when you can just have Noah stay down low and just parole the paint for rebounds off of a three-point miss. That's when he's at his best, when he has a guy out there shooting threes.
Yeah.
And if you can't play Powell with Noah, and Noah, you can play with Taj, but only if you have the lead and you don't need buckets.
Yeah, I can agree. I see what you're saying with that. And Taj is really he's a way better defender. He's their best interior defender to me on that team.
Yeah.
Better than doing this. But I think with that series, Game 6 will tell a lot, because if Tibbs if he play the guys he's supposed to play. And he got to put Snell. You know what I want to see in there more, actually? I want to see Etuan Moore in there.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's a high-energy player that he's not even giving minutes to, and he still plays Kirk. Like, I mean.
I don't know why he played Kirk tonight. He played him like 2 minutes, and then he sat him.
Yeah, he got him in there in the early first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, he got him in there.
So early.
And he only had, like, what, a minute?
Yeah, like a minute.
Game?
It's like, I don't want to see Kirk out there either, but what are you doing? Just throwing him in there for a minute and then yank him. I mean,
on the bright side, he did play. He played Snell that whole quarter. He played Snell.
Yeah, the only problem though is that Snell only played 7 minutes last game, and he doesn't have his legs under him because he's not getting consistent playing time. He doesn't know. There was times during the season where he would play 40 minutes in a game and then not play the next game. A DNP.
I remember a couple of those.
How do you do that?
That's so stupid, man.
This is why Thibodeau is not – he's an elite level X's and O's guy, but he can't manage a team. Like, this is what makes Pop so great. He gets his role players involved, gets them a cookie, and then later in the year they're ready to go.
Exactly.
Yep.
Popovich, I'm gonna go down as one of the great.
Because you see, fucking Joseph, he doesn't even play. He gets DNPs. He comes in there prepared, ready every time they call his number.
Mhm.
Every time Tony comes down, Mills is ready. Joseph is ready. Like that's what the regular season is mainly for, is to get your bench guys prepared. And it's like Tibbs, he's like, fuck the bench. Like we're gonna play our same 7 or 8.
He starts and stops so much with these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Doug McDermott, once he got hurt, he literally just buried him on the bench. You ain't playing. The only reason he even got any minutes was because everybody was hurt.
I think Joakim Noah and Tom Thibodeau are the new John Cena.
Feels like it, don't it?
It really.
They're burying guys on that bench. I didn't even know Doug was still active on a roster. Like I thought he was might have went to the D League or something.
No.
I never see him play.
No, he's loyal to anybody on his team is gonna stay on his team. They're just not gonna like it.
Yeah.
He don't let you go. They had to pry Marcus Teague away from him.
Man. I don't know. I think though we're not. I think at the same time, as bad as Tibbs is fucking this up, we're not giving enough credit to Jason Kidd because
he's out coaching him by a mile.
He's like right now. What I see Jason Kidd doing, he's like a college coach out there. Like he controls every play. It's like he's playing 2K, telling them guys what to do, and they're doing it to perfection right now.
Oh, these players are listening to every word he says.
Yeah.
You can tell. I mean, they're just looking over. Like when he called timeout frantically. I mean, there's been times in the series where they didn't listen to him, and he calls them out. He's like, "Yeah, I told him to do something. They didn't do it." And he's not afraid of them turning on him because he's got him in the palm of his hand.
Oh yeah, he got that team from 15 wins to how many get 42? I think 42 and 42.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
He should have been the top 3 coach of the year candidate.
I knew when he became a coach in the NBA that he was going to be successful in some way. Just looking at his poise and like his leadership ability on the court, like I just knew he was going to do some good things as coach. Man, like it's amazing, man. Like it's like he's not even a coach. It's like he's just like one of them.
Yeah, he's another player that happens to come on the players.
Yeah.
That's what Steve Kerr feels like at times.
Steve Kerr is just one of the homies right now.
I mean, when you get to the playoffs, mainly what separates the good teams and average teams is just coaching, really. Yeah. The regular season is like more of a player's game, but coaching is mainly used in the playoffs because you get to scout a team for a whole week. Basically, you play them. You got to beat a team 4 times, so they're gonna know how you play. So it's like,
And another thing too, that coaching is dependable on in the playoffs, and you pointed it out, Golden State, is just keeping the team relaxed, man, because it is the playoffs, but like there's no need to stress yourself out. You know what I mean? And that's what you see a lot of these teams doing. That's why I think Tibbs is not that good of a playoff coach at all, and you're seeing that now.
He's a regular season coach. He's
the Marty Schottenheimer of the NBA. And I don't even think he's Marty Schottenheimer.
I would say that. I mean, because he's just gonna get you. He's gonna get your team a lot of wins.
Yeah. But
in the playoffs, he's not a playoff coach. Miles Leonard is continuing to shoot threes. That irritates the fuck out of me. He's hitting them. He's spotting up like wow. Shout out to Portland for their player development. This dude feeling confident shooting threes.
So what else do you guys want to get into here?
It's depressing me.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I'm.
Hey,
I came out of the car so high energy, and then I get here and it's like bullets. I'm like, shit.
Well, we can talk about the Nets. We can talk about Darren Williams and this big game he had today. He had 35.
Yeah, it's tied up 2-2.
It's 2-2. I told you. You said gentlemen sleep, and I'm telling you, like Brooklyn.
This game.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. I mean, what it comes down to with the Hawks and the Nets right now is a bunch of old guys are playing basketball, and whoever's healthy that night seems to have the advantage.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got Teague, Millsap, Korver, Horford. They're all banged up in some way. Williams probably doesn't even have half his ligaments. Brook Lopez is playing on like half a foot. Thaddeus Young is like having a midlife crisis right now. He doesn't know if he can shoot a 3 or dunk face somebody. These two teams are so inconsistent. It's ridiculous. They got a dude named Bogdanovich that is a killer sometimes, and then just disappears, and he's fine with that. And you got two solid coaches that are just like so frustrated with their teams because they know they can both be really good, but they just can't find any kind of consistency.
Man, I completely agree with everything you just said. Because with the I'm gonna start off with the Nets because you know how I feel about the Nets. The Nets to me have had they have had a top 5 roster to me, at least in the East for sure. A top 3 roster in the East for the last 3 years, but they got the most inconsistent players in the world by far, and they got
That's great. That's a good statement.
I don't understand what. Okay, with Darren Williams, I understand his ankles got a little fucked up, but he's not even a shell of himself at times. Like,
dude, we checked his age the other day. He's only 30 years old.
Yeah,
he's 1 year older than Chris Paul, barely.
And then I don't know what happened because in Utah he was playing well. He wasn't hurt. He was
better than Chris Paul. What, 5 years ago? 6 years
ago? He was way better. He wasn't way better, but he was better than Chris Paul for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Paul is Mr. Consistent. Don't get me wrong, but like for a season or two, he was the man as far as point guards go in the NBA.
Best point guard in the league.
And that's where you're talking about the ligament injuries and all that. Yeah. That stuff adds up though.
I mean, dude is like playing. He's like D Wade. What is he, like 31? I mean, I think
he's like around 31, 32. He's around that age.
Yeah, I mean, his knees are shot, and Darren Williams is like the point guard version of him, just less great, you know?
Yeah, a lot less great. But I think, like I said, I think if he can give you half of what he used to be, that the Nets win this series in 7. Because I think like I said before, when you playing against the Hawks, the bad thing about them is their big guys are like really small. They only like about 6'10", 6'9", and that's for Brook Lopez. That's shooting over a chair. He's like a legit 7. He's like 7'1". I mean, he's getting his shot up and he's getting his moves up, and I think they don't have an answer for him. And then Joe Johnson, he's always hit or miss, so he's so inconsistent. But if they can get half of what they got out of 2009 Darren Williams, I think they win in this series. And shout out to Paul Pierce for calling these motherfuckers out, man, because Paul Pierce been having a hell of a playoff so far, and he called. I'm glad in the NBA, like, I hate when guys, because everybody knew Darren Williams he doesn't really care. Like, he's not that type of a guy that seems like he care a lot about basketball. And I'm glad we could have had an NBA player who basically said it. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious with his, like, body expressions and everything. So,
what's Paul Pierce's legacy? Like, is he? I don't think I would call him an all-time great, but I would call him a career very good player.
You don't think he's an all-time great?
I really don't. But like, where was he before? He
KG
came over. Like, he was. What's a player comparison? A guy that was just stuck on bad teams. I mean, he wasn't Chris Paul, but he was like.
He got a ring though.
So, he did, but like the way he got it, it's whatever,
Yeah,
it still validates his career that he got a ring. And
honestly, you can say that with like everybody that was on that team too, like KG, Rondo or not Rondo, but KG and like Ray Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Like before they all came to Boston, like Ray Allen was like a fucking amazing 3-point shooter in Seattle.
Yeah.
KG was a very dominant.
Yeah, KG was the man regardless.
For the Timberwolves, but none of them were really getting anywhere. And then you put them all together.
But who was the best? Who was the best player on that team, on the Boston team?
Well, I think KG was the best player, and I think Pierce was the glue that brought it home.
Honestly, this sounds weird, but like you can say Rondo because Rondo, he was the guy that didn't have.
He had the best playoff. He did have the best playoff.
He was the guy that didn't.
Not that first championship he done. Now when I'm talking about when Pierce was going against Kobe, and they beat him
Okay.
Pierce was the best player that run. The next year I think it was Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo. Right. Rondo took over the next year. He had a good playoffs for how young he was at the time, though.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Rondo, they still might not have pulled that off because he was at the time just a shy kid that was deferring to everybody, but he was extremely talented.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was getting triple doubles and shit.
Once he got a little bit too good for himself, he started to want the ball a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's what ended up killing Rondo. I don't know if I can call Pierce an all-time great, but
I'd be hard to call him that.
it'd be he's a top 100 player
Like, he's really good.
of all time. I give him top 100 of all time.
Yeah, I think he's in there.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can call him. I think it's only. I think if you're an all-time great, I think it's only like 30 to 45 players, maybe 50.
That's a fair point.
So I don't think Paul Pierce is the top 50 player.
He's in like that. Would you put him in like even though it's a different situation, like a Tracy McGrady kind of category?
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Mello, yeah, Mello. That's a good.
Mello.
That's a great. Yes. There it is.
See, I don't think Melo's a. I don't think he's a top 100 player. I don't feel that way about Melo.
Not yet. I don't think he is yet, but he's on his way.
Yeah, if he doesn't get injured again.
Yeah, it's got
possibly. But I mean,
shit and like it's more passionate.
I mean, look at who he's stuck with right now.
That's true.
He's got nobody, and I mean, he's got to be looking around thinking maybe I made the wrong decision, man.
I mean, but at the same time, I never seen Carmelo Anthony make anybody better.
Oh, he makes people worse.
Yeah, like
no doubt.
He made JR better. I give him that.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
I don't even know if he made JR better. He just elevated his profile.
Yeah, that too, because JR always went wherever Melo went.
Elevated Shumpert kind of by just being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he gets a lot of regular season wins too. Like he's a regular season king, but he just don't get it done in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I put him around that Carmelo, that T-Mac category.
I think that's a good spot for them.
But the funny thing is like Pierce has rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he only got one, but it still counts for something.
It counts.
Yeah.
I mean, they went from worst to first, I believe, that year. And it wasn't surprising, but they did beat a very, very good Lakers team in the finals. Who I thought was going to win.
Yeah, anybody who beat the Lakers and Kobe team, you deserve some respect in the finals.
No, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It was a big championship for Boston.
Yeah, it was. Even though they got 16 other ones.
But they hadn't won one in like 25 years, so.
Hey, I feel like this is how I feel about championships. If you got 16, I feel like y'all good for another 45 years.
They're set.
You don't need to get one. You got teams who ain't got one out here.
That's crazy. Boston and the Lakers are just so far ahead of everybody, and then the Bulls, and then everybody else, you know.
The Bulls, Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs, my bad.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to bring up, though, is like the 16 titles and like that. Like you had those franchises that just like established dominance from the get-go, and they never let go.
It pretty much happens in every sport, too.
Like, and it's like multiple organizations, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yeah, they have fall-off years, but they're right back there. And then you have the teams like,
and they're often big cities, too.
Like the NFL example would be like the fucking Browns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They just can't get it done.
They have all of these great draft picks. Like, not picks, but like just positioning in the draft.
Yeah.
Every year is solid. It's like, how are they not improving?
Well, count the Browns and the Cavs who freaked up three straight picks.
Yeah.
They had three number one picks in 4 years, I believe. And they got Kyrie out of it.
And
shout out to Anthony Bennett.
and they got Kevin Love in a trade. But still.
Look at the Cleveland Browns. Like a few years ago, they had 3 number 1 picks in one draft. They came away with some bummy wide receiver, Trent Richardson, and Brandon Whedon, who they thought was going to do wonders.
Who freaking Rajon loves Trent Richardson? I don't know why he loves him so much.
He's terrible.
And they drafted Tim Couch.
Oh my God, that's not
to throw.
Wow.
Didn't they pick him over Peyton, or was it
Mike Leake went over Peyton?
No, it was
it was Ryan Leaf. Yeah, it was Ryan Leaf.
Mike Leaf didn't. Ryan Leaf.
Yeah.
Mike Leaf is a pitcher for the Reds. My bad.
I'm thinking like Mike Leake. I'm like, you got to be talking about Ryan Leaf.
How you gonna draft a dude named Couch though?
Tim Couch.
You gotta know that's coming.
I think he was drafted over Don McNabb, right?
I don't know. I'm not. That's
Probably so.
This ain't Stop the Schwab, you know.
Like I said, this is a Pop the Trunk.
That was awesome. Stuart Scott
Pop
helped make that show too.
Pop the Trunk.
Howie Schwab got treated terribly by ESPN too. Shout out to Howie. I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
You
know what I was thinking about the other day on ESPN? I was watching First Take, and I was they had the subs, and it was like about last week, and they had Stu Jackson on. I was like, where the fuck is Kevin Blackistone?
Kevin Blackistone?
Yeah, Kevin Blackistone. What happened?
He's normally on Around the Horn, but he ain't on there as much as he used to. Nearly as much.
Around the Horn? Actually, I like that show.
Yeah, it's
still relevant.
Kevin Blackistone is the one who got kicked off. I'm talking about that one black dude who used to be on there.
Kevin Blackistone, isn't he still there?
Yeah, he's still around.
Kevin Blackstone's still there. You're thinking of
the other black dude, yeah,
or RG3, a cornball.
Yeah, him.
What?
I forgot. He did some other shit too, and they fired him. I forgot. I looked it up. I searched in Google. I was like, black dude who worked on First Take.
I'll find it.
It popped up as Stephen A. Smith and shit. And I was like,
of course it did. Of course it did.
Cornball brother. RG3. I can't remember his name.
He sure got fired.
I listened to an interview with him. Rob Parker.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
He said RG3 is a cornball brother, and he's not one of us.
Oh wow.
That's why he got fired.
He got fired the next day. Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. I done heard Stephen A. say some worse shit than that.
Oh, so. Stephen A. Dude, he makes them so much money. That's why he won't get fired. But there is one day Stephen A. will get fired from ESPN one day.
One day. He has to, because I mean he pushes the envelope a lot.
So much. He defends like Floyd Mayweather to death. And this dude is like a 5-time repeat offender when it comes to domestic violence. Like
they was talking about that all. They was talking about that all. Dude, you heard that one dude, the NCAA basketball analyst what's his name? Like Rob something. He was saying that people shouldn't watch the Mayweather fight because he's a woman beater.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Stephen A.
I mean, he
gets blinded sometimes, man.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
I mean,
it's like, okay, he defends Mayweather to death, but let fucking Ben Roethlisberger or somebody else do it.
Yeah,
and he's like, man, fuck. He's like, man, he shouldn't even be in the league.
Right.
He should be banned from football for life. And then like Mayweather does it for the 6th time, and he's like, he didn't do it. Sometimes women just act weird.
His exact quote. Stephen A. said, he said, I'd be really hard pressed to believe that Floyd would ever hit a woman.
Oh wow!
And I was like, and I don't even like her that much, but Carrie Champion said it's not alleged crimes; these are crimes. He has been found guilty of this. And Stephen A. is like, well, allegedly, that's just all hearsay. And I'm like, Stephen, like he just did a special on Floyd Mayweather where he goes to his house. This dude, oh my gosh, they glorify him so much, but he's such a bad dude.
Yeah, and then Floyd, like in the summertime, he was talking shit about Stephen A. Like they was beefing over Twitter or some shit, and that's why I was shocked that he went to his house and shit, chilling and just riding around in his car. And shit. Like, what the fuck?
And you know how like forward progress I am with everything when it comes to black people, Spanish people, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to Stephen A, it's like, dude,
he's hurting.
It's not that he's racist. He's not. It's just that subconsciously, he is so far ahead rooting for the black guy that he forgets, not all black people are good.
Yeah, he does forget.
Are bad. It's crazy. He puts these shutters up and can't see.
Dude, like the person on the show who's the most realistic as like if anything racial ever happened, like it's Chip, dude. Like he actually
is the man.
People always talk shit about Strip, dude. Strip is like one of the most well-rounded people in this earth by far.
Yeah, he's at least a
I don't
good
know,
dude,
man.
though.
Like he's
Yeah.
a cool dude and he's good at what he does. But man, every time I think of Skip now, I think of Richard Sherman just going nuts on him. That was the best.
That was so uncalled for. He said, I got farther in life than you. He's like, I don't know about that, Richard. And then Stephen A just sat there and let him take it.
Yes.
Stephen A didn't even come to his side.
No, he does. He always does that though. He never comes to Strip style.
Every time some black athlete comes on there, rip Skip, he's like, man, you know,
He's got a point.
I gotta say, Skip, you know, he's got a point. And it's like, but then when they leave, he'll be like, let me just say, my colleague Skip Bayless is as qualified to talk about blah 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 blah. It's like, Skip, shut up, say it when he's there. You know, he's trying to be cool. Like,
You know why?
he don't even want to be a reporter. He wants to be a homie.
Yeah.
With D-Wade and shit.
D-Wade.
He still thinks, he always said, when Dwayne Wade is healthy, he's a superstar player. Well, a motherfucker is never healthy.
He hates on Derrick Rose so much and then tries to turn it around because he's like, man, when Derrick Rose is healthy, he's a superstar on the court. But I can't bank on those knees. Derrick Rose is healthy. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up. And Skip is just back there with his eyebrows just chilling. You know?
That show, like I will say from the past year, when I used to love First Take, but now it's
I
like
used to watch it all the time.
I like some segments on there when I know they got special guests coming up there and shit, but
Yeah.
now it's not really the same.
It's not that good anymore.
I actually find I actually enjoy watching the his and the hers and fucking Poppy.
Dude, Highly Questionable is my favorite show on ESPN.
Poppy is because they ask any questions, like they don't
Yes.
ask
And
bullshit.
they don't take sports too seriously. Like, it is a game. And they make fun of it and they have fun. And Poppy is
Yeah.
hilarious.
You gotta be loose, man, when you do sports-related subjects, man. It's like people try to like over-glorify sports athletes. Like they're just human. They're just people, just like us. You know what I mean? Like all they're doing is playing a sport they're really good at. You know what I mean?
That's why I really hate like when even when the athletes get in trouble, white or black, it doesn't matter. Like they try to act like these people are not human. Like you don't make mistakes.
Exactly.
Like these motherfuckers are not robots. They're not perfect. They're gonna make mistakes. So it's like, ESPN makes a big deal out of everything. That's how they came up in the first place. They make up dumb stats that nobody really needs to know, and they give you too much information sometimes. Like
Basically,
ESPN is the WWE of the sports world.
they are.
oh yeah,
I mean, they're owned by Disney, so it's like
yep.
they're limited. But they're making so much friggin' money.
And I will say this: ESPN hired pretty much all the athletes. They got so many people on their payroll.
Oh my.
Dude.
The one thing they do well is that they forward a lot of women's careers.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They launch a lot of female reporters and writers and
Like Jamel Hill. I seen her on. She was with Mike Lupa on the Sports Reporters. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is she on the Sports Reporters for? She was on Sports Reporters and shit.
uh-huh.
I mean, they launch people careers. I'll give them that.
And Carissa Thompson is over at Fox doing big things. Michelle is a star in her own right.
Shelby Dog.
Yeah, she is.
Carrie Champion's becoming a star. The thing I don't like about Carrie and the thing I loved about Jay Crawford,
Oh yeah.
he knew his place and she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Like we don't tune in. Like I like you, Carrie, as on your own show. You have your own show, okay? So that's your time to talk.
She got her own show?
Skip and Stephen A start talking and she's like, yeah, uh-huh. It's like I can't fucking hear him. Like stop talking, Like
Hey,
I tuned in Skip and Stephen A. That's why I turned the channel when they got the subs in. I don't want to hear Carrie Champion. I want to hear Skip and Stephen A. If I want to watch Carrie Champion, I go watch that women's, all women show on ESPN or whatever. But
ESPNW.
well, I don't know, she's on it with somebody else, and I forgot what it is, but they've got their own show now.
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't got that channel. But
honestly, though, we were talking about like athletes fucking up and stuff like that, and like doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. I can't remember what sports reporter it was that said it, but like it's the best point you could possibly make is like, why aren't you just like sitting at home counting your money? Like, like, dude, these guys make so much money and they go to clubs with like Joe Schmo. You know what I mean?
Just bring home a couple girls and call it a night.
Exactly. Like, if you're LeBron James, are you gonna, well, I can't even use LeBron James because he's.
Use J.R. Smith. He's a big stripper.
He made some big bucks in his career. The dumbass Knicks gave him like $50 million.
Ridiculous.
And he stopped playing right after that. He stopped giving
they make that much money and like they do dumb shit and put themselves in terrible situations. Like, if I'm, let's just use a fake player. If I play for, the Boston Celtics, am I going to go to a freaking nightclub in LA that's like right across from the Staples Center in my Boston gear?
Everybody knows
where everybody knows who I am.
You're 6'9".
You stick out like a sore thumb in an LA club where everyone hates you.
Hey, that's what Chris Copeland at Tabo Cephalosha did.
Exactly.
Trying to get some
Why would you do that? Like, why would you put yourself in that position?
Crazy,
like, you're making so much money. Just stay home.
Man, I'd take a helicopter and shit.
Exactly. Be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should enjoy their life. I feel like they need to be a lot more smarter, though.
Be home by 1,
Yeah, like, I feel like, like they said, anything out past 2 probably is not good for you, more than likely. Unless you get some ass.
We're talking about
do that at home.
We're talking about like these athletes though. They're making so much money. They have like nice houses. Like, why aren't they having like their own parties, like exclusive parties?
I'd get a nightclub in the basement where there ain't shit in there.
Exactly.
And I'd have a door straight to the basement and lock everything else. Like I would never throw a huge party in my own like main floor house. Sorry, I don't want my stuff stolen, broke, reported missing.
Right.
Nah, if I had a basement, I'd have a back door open for y'all.
But honestly,
like James Winston over some shit might end up missing.
Big Ben may take down a couple female linebackers.
Right?
Shout out to Big Ben.
Right. I'm here.
Right. Shit.
Hey, bro. She was serving the drinks.
I don't know what happened,
My bad, man. She ran right into my fist. Tiger's like, I got her. Boy, she's coming with me.
She's in the back.
Big Ben's like, you need help with that? I got you.
Kobe somewhere around.
Kobe's like, you ain't got shit, man.
Kobe, like, have you met my wife? Oh, that's not my wife. Oh, well. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Hey, shut up.
You want to see 5 championship rings? Let's go, baby girl. LeBron's like, oh.
Damn.
I got
only got 2.
LeBron's like that guy that's like, nice party, guys. Nice party. Let's keep it real.
And then he brings his family in.
Yeah.
His kids are there.
He probably got Mozgov around too, because apparently they all hang out. Him, Mozgov, Shumpert.
I bet Mozgov, Mozgov's like the foreign exchange student that was really awkward at his own school, but then he becomes really popular because he's some foreign dude in another school.
Yeah.
That's what I see Mozgov. I think Mozgov's be like fucking all they bitches. I mean, that's what I can see. Like,
I wish I was rich enough to go foreign.
Yeah.
In high school, I would have gone to Italy or something and just torn it up.
Man.
What are you gonna do? You ain't going back anyway.
I know.
That last month will be fun.
Yeah.
Him and JR.
Shout out to foreign exchange students.
Yeah, that's a sad program though, because every time you make a friend, they gotta leave.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly. They live with you for like 9 months. Reload and then leave.
It's a great program. No wonder it costs so friggin' much.
Yeah.
It's Halloween every night. Christmas every night. What's happening in the world of wrestling tonight?
Oh man, let's get into this wrestling. Pop the trunk on the wrestling. What's you got for us, Swaggy?
Shit, I think that main event.
Oh man,
I seen Axomania tonight. So that was a good night.
I watched
Sandow.
every single second of it, just in really fast motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the WWE right now, it's just I hate to get it on a depressing note, but
No, I mean it's cool, but
it's just shit right now.
we all feel the same way, and I think
Shit.
all wrestling fans right now feel the same way. Like WWE is just terrible. Like
You want a breaking news?
Breaking news.
It's not breaking now, but it was breaking earlier.
Let's pop the trunk. Breaking news.
Bruce Blitz and his investigative squad found a fault in WWE tonight. They took a shot, accidental. Shucky ducky quack quack, not one of his Booker T's finest moments. During the Adrian Neville match, JBL was talking about Owen Hart being a high flyer. And Booker T said, well, he didn't defy gravity.
Oh,
shit.
Wow, dude. That's terrible.
Wow.
I just lost all respect for Booker, JBL, Vince. Which I didn't have any respect for Vince, but
To be fair, Booker T tweeted, I would never say anything to disrespect the legacy of Owen Hart. If I did offend anyone, I apologize.
well, I mean,
Woo!
I don't think, yeah.
No, I don't think he meant
he
it,
didn't
but
mean
you
it
got to
because
be
it's Neville.
smarter than that, man.
Because it's Neville, you know what I mean? Like his nickname
He's
is the man
excited.
that gravity forgot. You know what I mean?
But, like, why
So,
would
like-
you say, when you hear Owen
But
Hart,
when you hear Owen Hart,
gravity
exactly.
didn't forget him? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
why is that the first thing you think of?
That's terrible.
That's crazy.
And what's
I think-
worse?
Where's Stephen A? Oh, he didn't mean it. Like, he didn't know what he was saying. I was there. Like, I heard him. Vince told him to say,
Hold on. Book's my man. He's not that type of dude. He's a class act. He's a class act.
He is. He just messed up. Like,
And, like-
he's got to own that.
And to think that, like, in some way, some form of fashion, like, they're probably going to take Book off of commentary, that pisses me off.
Oh, they is. Shout
I
out
like
to Jerry.
Book.
We'll see you next Monday.
I
See
like
you
Book
next
on
Monday,
commentary.
Jerry. I do too. But
Like, him and JBL, like, JBL, he's good for sometimes. Like,
Some funny moments.
yeah, he's got some funny moments.
But
in
it's
there.
like he tries to be funny every line. So it's not that
Exactly.
impressive.
He
He's
tries
batting 100.
He tries so bad. And what pisses me off about JBL is he interrupts shit and tries to say funny stuff, and it's not funny.
And
You
you
know
know,
what I mean?
he's
Interrupt stuff.
smirking like the entire time while he's
Yeah.
saying it because he finds
do.
himself hilarious.
He does.
Like, when did he get? You know, he's a registered sex offender somewhere in like Alaska or something. He's got to be. Just look at that face. It's
Texas.
when he looks at the camera, like when they go wide shot, and like Jerry looks up and he's kind of smiling. Cole is talking and JBL's just staring at the camera with his
With
goofy
his
looking
teeth.
smile.
His teeth. Good God. This is why I like, those are the cops.
Bro?
Yeah,
Oh,
they know I'm out.
watch out.
Uh,
Maybe they got oh no, they already got John Jones today.
Oh, yeah.
Take
He
our
bummed me
shots
for that,
real
dude.
quick. That's so
Did
stupid.
they catch him already?
They put a warrant out and now he's been arrested.
That's so stupid.
He broke a pregnant woman's arm in the accident.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, I hate to say this, but I feel sorry for her arm and everything, but we're not gonna see that fight now.
No.
Right?
They say they found a pipe and some weed in the car that Jones ran from. And he grabbed a bunch of cash, shoved it in his pants, and ran away.
He's
Wow.
stealing money?
I think he hid his own money because he probably made a transaction.
Yep.
Oh. Brock was around somewhere.
But you brought up accidents, and let's get into
Accident mania.
this Ring of Honor, man. You talked about commentary. Nobody's better than Kevin Kelly.
Yeah,
Steve
let
Corino.
me sit back
Those
because
guys,
I ain't been.
those guys are
I'm a
great,
ball.
dude.
Take it away.
The live fish tank episode with Jay Lethal was absolutely
They wrestled on a
phenomenal.
fish tank?
No,
Oh.
the fish tank is the.
Don't put that beat though.
It's great. It would be amazing.
Goldfish against
Goldfish against
Rottweiler.
Stardust. Oh wait, okay. Never mind.
starfish.
No, like the fish tank. It's like Ring of Honor's version of like the Cutting Edge, or what was
okay.
Jericho's thing?
Oh, fish. Okay.
Yeah, Bobby Fish. Yeah,
Jericho's is the highlight reel.
highlight reel. Okay. How can I forget that? By the way, that's amazing. But
What was Christian's?
the Peep Show.
Peep
The
show.
Peep Show.
What's the best
The
one
creepy
ever
show.
out of all the?
Well, I mean, the highlight reel has its
The
longevity.
highlight reel was pretty good.
It's got
Piper's
longevity.
Pit.
Piper's Pit is amazing.
Carlitos Cabana was phenomenal.
For what it was,
But it really wasn't
it didn't last.
great.
It
No.
didn't last. It's
They
so
didn't,
terrible.
dude.
Like,
It was so funny. You would just see a couple palm trees and like bananas and coconuts, and then
It's the
a
props
thing of
that set it
apples.
away.
Oh, it's
Like,
great.
it's always those shows that have the props that set you know. But
I spit in the
Oh,
face.
Edge was pretty good. Edge was probably the best one for me.
Cutting Edge,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cutting edge was
Biz
fucking
TV sucks.
terrible.
yeah, it's
Who
shitty.
else has some?
Because he's not a good talker to me. Like he seems
No,
like he
he's
is. But
not.
he's
That's-
terrible. He's so
he-
bad.
He relies on his talking, and his talking,
And his
is
talking's
boring.
not that good. Yeah. But anyways, you got the Fish Tank with, you have Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. They do the in-ring segment with Jay Lethal. Absolutely amazing. They piss Jay Lethal off because they, bring up that Jay Briscoe's the world champion, not Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's like walking around like he's the ROH champion, Like they literally took the words television champion off the belt. It just says Ring of Honor champion. And like they bring up, Jay Briscoe and he's like, it's not a, and this is where he gets back to the accident thing. He's like, it's not just a rumor that Jay Briscoe was born on the highway because that's where most accidents happen. And then like you get Jay Briscoe running out furious and like kicking ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's just when I look at the difference in the product, Ring of Honor is doing so much more with so much less
I gotta get on
than WWE.
because
could
WWE's
ever
been
imagine.
trash.
It's so trash. Like that's the only reason.
I'll be there at SummerSlam.
Yeah, we'll be there at some.
I'll be back.
We'll all
Don't
be
worry,
there. at
save my
SummerSlam.
seat, bro.
Like, yeah,
Save my seat. We'll get some popcorn and check out ROH next door.
yeah, like live
You're doing big things.
live podcast for SummerSlam because it's SummerSlam. You know what I mean? But like,
oh yeah, we should live podcast from ROH. What up,
We
y'all?
should.
That'd be
We
dope.
should.
We just gotta charge our phones a lot.
Collegeville.
Find an outlet.
I got a car charger, 2 outlets.
There we go.
Nice.
I'll just take my laptop.
I've actually seen a car charger that has like 3 different ones coming off of it. So like
Sweet.
that's a possibility.
Cool.
But yeah, dude, Ring of Honor, like that's shout out to Ring of Honor, man. They're doing so much, dude. Like it's but I gotta say, like, there's so much that they need to improve on.
Oh sure,
Like
and they probably will.
I want to see them become more nationwide.
Nationwide. is- Ooh, little killer.
Got him.
Shout out to Welvin.
Got him.
Got him.
You gotta hit him with like a triple quick high and then a big high. So,
Got
Alright.
him.
Shout out to Welvin. I hope you get off out of prison.
Yeah, he in prison right now with Ray Walden.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Ray Walden's a good dude, but if he murdered somebody, I would not be
It wouldn't
shocked.
shock me. It wouldn't shock me.
And it probably be just like an errant jump shot. Like he'd try to shoot it and it'd go way past the backboard and knock somebody out.
Either that or like trying to hoist up the Lombardi trophy or whatever.
Or trying to iron on one of
Was
his,
it the Heisman?
trying to iron
I
on
ever said that.
one of his Boy Scout patches and he'll throw the iron.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray with the Boy Scout. Like, how many people do you know actually still do Boy Scouts? That's impressive.
That is impressive to say the
He
least.
told me he was an Eagle Scout.
He an Eagle Scout?
Damn.
Yeah, he's an Eagle Scout.
No, that don't sound real to me.
That puts in time. That's putting in some time.
He said
That's
he
like the
told-
highest one you can get. That's the highest one you can get. Because I did it for like 2 months and I was.
Yeah, I did 2 months. And I was like,
He told me he was a wee below a Eagle status. Just a wee below it.
I don't even know. That might be the like vice president then. Instead of I know the Eagle is like basically the president of the fucking thing.
That's Swaggy D.
Rose before hose.
I see Rose.
Rose.
But yeah, I mean, ways that Ring of Honor can improve the company, like just make it nationwide. Don't
Nationwide is on your side.
Don't put it on. It's Saturday at noon.
Yeah, that's their biggest problem right now.
That's the biggest
I
problem.
wake up at 1 and that bitch over already.
Yeah. So like, give it a prime time slot. Go nationwide. Put it on some kind of channel that's relevant. Make it just make it like a live thing every week. And I think you that alone would make Ring of Honor a legit thing.
You know who I'm surprised? You
What
know
was
who
that?
I'm surprised who won't go get him? Like who on what channel should go get him? I mean, it would make sense since they already did it. Turner.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
should go. Turner will make the most sense because you're gonna get plenty of Turner audience, so they're gonna know about it. You can pit them in like a fucking Wednesday. Well, they had NXT Tuesday slot, even
That's
on a Saturday night. Like
Saturday's
a Saturday.
Saturday's a good slot for it.
Yeah, a Saturday night around 7 or 6 or some shit. Like
Yeah. And I mean, dude, let's look at TNT. Like, none of their TV shows are really doing anything for them.
nothing.
You know what I mean?
I mean, nothing.
Like, there's nothing.
They be showing this one show called Dark Skies, and I never watch it. Like
They should go against SmackDown.
Really?
I mean, USA has bought the SmackDown product, and they're transitioning it over to USA now. So it's going to be on the main channel with Raw.
And another thing, too, is like,
I thought it was on Sci-Fi.
It is. They're switching to USA.
and another
Oh,
weird
shit.
thing here is the WWE Network. Like, we got King of the Ring tomorrow night, like the
Tuesday night.
semifinals and the finals
Mhm.
on the WWE Network. Like, will we see Raw and SmackDown ever go to just WWE Network? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then
Not Raw.
that opens up a lot of
I think
time.
eventually they will.
Raw?
I think so.
Because $9.99 is really, really reasonable if you throw Raw and SmackDown in there. You're gonna get shitty product anyway.
It's going to be a while.
It'll be like 5 years.
They would need like
They're
3.5,
fucking
4 million subscriptions. They need more subscriptions than people who watch Raw weekly.
Yeah.
That's what it would come down to, which is about 3.5 to 4.
And the way that their marketing is set up, like,
Now, will they get there? Who knows?
because it's pay-per-views, basically people are buying it for, you know what I mean?
It's pay per month.
And it's pay per month.
Yeah.
So, like, you can get to that point, but it's just the product's not there. Like, it's so shitty that
It's
like,
bad.
It's terrible.
They just gave away another month for free. This
they-
month. This month is free.
And let's look at it this way too. They gave away the month after WrestleMania. Like,
Yeah,
that's how
I-
bad it is.
Yep.
They gave away the
That's
month
rough.
after WrestleMania.
I mean, it's bad. You have built no stars behind Brock.
And look at it this way too with Brock.
They working on Neville. That's the only one I see.
Yeah, they are pushing.
They
Neville.
are pushing.
That's
Neville.
what gives me hope is all these NXT guys. They are actually taking them seriously.
Exactly.
I see NXT had a few commercials on Raw today.
Yeah, and then there's going to be this too hot for TV thing.
Well, what are they really doing?
But they've kind of blacked out some of the really extreme parts of their history on the network. So I'm wondering, okay, is the network not going to be PG? I mean, there's a lot of
It
kids
shouldn't
in
be.
the subscription that's monitored by the adults. Hopefully they'll just have an unmoderated section that they can block their kids from that we can watch.
You know, yeah.
Give me the divas.
But I mean, that's the thing is like they can't.
Lita.
The kids
Take
are
it.
the kids are so into it,
They're so centric to them.
and they treat the kids. You know what I mean?
But
Like, they
what,
cater to
what
them.
can that be? It's Too Hot for TV, hosted by Jerry Springer. He wouldn't do something stupid.
He wouldn't. He surely to God would not show like Caitlyn's nip slip or something on there. You know what I mean? Like,
But what concept can it be?
it's
It's own show.
and it's Jerry Springer.
Yeah, and it's like, why would
Like,
he
why-
do this?
Exactly.
He already has a show.
And he got money.
I don't think so.
Uh,
I think.
but
What's his
he's
name
making
took
money
over.
off the freaking show.
What's his name took over? Was it Steve?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve
Steve Buscemi.
Steve
God.
Blackman.
Wouldn't that be great? If
I
Steve
know what you're
Buscemi
talking
did-
about, though. I kind of like that guy, too, actually. He's
He's
a big
actually
tough dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He looks like
that.
a bodyguard. This looks like the bodyguard graduated from Jerry Springer and became a host.
So, but dude, Ring of Honor, man, like, and they got to give us more like pay-per-view stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what pisses me off. Like, remember Mike when we were watching what was it, the anniversary show, and you were like, oh, dude, he was like, dude, I'm so thirsty. Like, when's the next pay-per-view? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
April Fools.
Yeah. Exactly. So like, they got to give us more, man. Like, I am a member on Ring of Honor on their website, so like
Hey.
I can get the IPPVs. You know what I mean? Which I've got a
Internet
couple.
pay-per-views?
Yeah, which I've got a
Oh,
couple
jeez.
coming up, which will be really good. I think we should definitely check it out because they're doing shows with New Japan. So they
Yeah,
have the
that's
talent-
what I like. They're combining
Yeah,
because everybody needs a little boost in a promotion.
Yeah, they do.
Because
My question with Ring of Honor is pretty much I like them and everything, but I need at least I need a pay-per-view per month. Or if I'm not gonna get a pay-per-view one, I need 2 shows that week.
yeah. I would think honestly, this is how I feel about it. I think a pay-per-view every 2 months would do them really good business.
And then have a summer special and
Because-
a end of the year special?
Because look at it like this. Your TV shows become more relevant when there's not that many pay-per-views.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like me and you and Mike, like we can all miss 2 Monday Night Raws in a row and know exactly what's going on the pay-per-view for WWE that week. You know
You
what I mean?
ain't missing shit.
We show everything too.
Exactly. So like with Ring of Honor, like if they do a pay-per-view every 2 months, the TV show becomes more relevant. And then like in the summer, like you were talking about like a summer thing, like they could bring in the New Japan guys, have like a tournament. The winner chooses if they want to go after the Ring of Honor title or the IWGP title.
I could roll with
See
that.
what I mean? Like, and you can do that almost every year. So, but there's what's up?
Let me ask you this. With the WWE, because we gonna get it back to like ROH. Because I do like that like blueprint of what ROH is doing. I think the WWE, would you say they need to like cut down on house shows and you can have SmackDown or Raw, but the house
House
shows.
shows are the biggest problem.
That is the biggest problem. Like, dude, Chris Jericho signed that contract where he only did house shows because you can get away with anything.
Yeah.
The house shows are better than Raw and SmackDown. That's a problem.
It's more interactive.
And, you don't have, like, I'm sure John Cena doesn't even do house shows because he doesn't have the Atlanta Falcons staff putting in the cheers for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't do house shows, but he does local big shows.
So, like, I mean,
He didn't come to Carbondale, though. Where was you at, John? You go
He
everywhere.
didn't come here. I was shocked by that one.
Daniel Bryan was here. Randy Orton was here.
Big Show
Big Show was here. Tyler Breeze was here.
The Shield came.
Tyler Breeze here.
The Shield?
Yeah, they did.
The Shield came. Yeah. Yeah, the
I
Shield
didn't even know
came.
them at the time.
You didn't know that? Well, it was.
I wasn't watching at the time.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I was shocked about the Shield coming.
They fought like
They jumped somebody, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or they might have did like a 2-on-1 some shit. I don't know. I forgot it.
Yeah, actually, I forgot that. I totally forgot that the Shield was there, but I do remember that now because I remember everybody looking around up in the thing to see where they were coming, and I was like, "What's everybody looking for?" All of a sudden, they come down. It was on the complete opposite side of me. Kofi Kingston was there. He faced Ryback.
Yeah, he did. Ryback was definitely here because he said Carbonell. He said something about the Salukis. Yeah, they showed it out. Except for John. Would anybody want John here? Except for the little kids.
Yeah,
I felt like an old man because I was cheering so hard for Randy. Everybody had their Daniel Bryan towels.
I was definitely rocking for DB then. I ain't gonna lie.
Bummy. Randy
Fuck
Orton.
Randy. I was rocking with DB. But we got any recent news about him? Like any breaking? Is he done or?
Daniel Bryan news that you informed us about.
Let me check if there's anything new.
Apparently, Daniel Bryan is facing some serious injuries. Like the neck injury. Is that right? It's actually.
I mean, I'm sure it stems from that. I wonder if he's having trouble like feeling his arms again.
That'd be terrible because he'd be forced to retire like Edge.
Honestly, at this point, that's almost what I'd like to see before he gets really messed up.
Before he gets killed.
And then they're not using him right anyway. So if he's gonna retire, this would be the best time.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a year full of, well, is he gonna be healthy? No, we can't push him then. He's probably not going to be healthy, so we can't push him. No. Which is understandable. I mean, you can't push a guy if he's an obvious injury risk.
That's probably the most underrated thing about the WWE. Like the durability of the stars. Like if you got a star that's durable, that's the only thing you can say about John for the most part. That he's pretty durable.
He's a superhuman when it comes to rehabbing and recovering from injuries. I don't know how he does it. Hard work. The dude works hard.
And like even as much as I don't really care for Reigns, he doesn't look like he's getting hurt. I will say that.
The only injury he's had was a freak hernia, right?
Well, he's had more than that. Like he had the stitches.
Yeah, he gets banged up.
Like he gets banged up pretty bad. But I mean,
all these guys do, really.
Yeah.
I think early on, Reigns was talking about his injuries, I think on Conan, and he said like 9 different injuries that were like for us would be like serious injuries, but for them are like 3-4 months or weeks, and then they're back.
Big news coming through waves.
Hornswoggle's coming back?
Nope. Even
Did you
bigger.
see that, though?
Yeah, I saw that. But Samoa Joe should be around June.
He was at the NXT show on Wednesday.
Yeah, so that's huge. Once again, shout out to Ring of Honor for creating stars, creating excellence.
They got to use them right.
Yep.
He's not the only star head in NXT too.
Really?
Uhaa Nation. Is currently competing in their developmental gym.
Nice.
Getting ready to debut. Probably not for a little while.
And it's amazing because him and Brian Cage, they were looked at as like the 2 guys going to WWE. And they had a match in PWG. And Brian Cage had a couple botches, and they were like serious, like could have been very bad botches.
Jeff Hardy type stuff.
Like,
shout out to Jeff.
Foot slips off the rope, giving a move, or like, just terrible botches. And like at one point, I thought he broke his neck. I'm not joking. So that's why Uhaa Nation probably got signed, is because Brian Cage had a really shitty match against them, and then Uhaa Nation, this guy's a freak.
He's so impressive. He's like he's similar to Moose in that he's just a freak athlete, and then he can,
I'm gonna have to look him up. What's his name? Uhaa Nation.
Uhaa Nation.
It's UHAA
Nation.
All right.
And honestly, I hate MG videos. But shout out to MG, because if it wasn't for MG, I would have never even known who Uhaa Nation is. Or Brian Cage, for that matter. Both of them I could see in WWE, because they're both enormous dudes, both like bodybuilders. They can do a lot though. Like they're extremely athletic. Like you're talking about like diving backwards over the ropes, doing backflips over the ropes.
Yeah, he does like standing backflips onto a splash. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
How big is he?
Was he like 6'3", 6'4"?
6'3", 6'4".
Probably
He's
250.
massive. He's massive, dude.
Is he somewhat like Moose?
Built in that style.
The thing is, Moose, the way he's built, he's like 6'5".
Yeah, Moose can carry a whole bunch more weight too.
And he's super strong, but he's like not cut. You know what I mean? Like this dude, Uhaa Nation's cut. More like Bobby Lashley.
Tyson Moose is more like Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil, yeah.
Titus, yeah.
So like Moose is more like
Moose
is more like Titus, and Uhaa Nation's more like Bobby Lashley.
Shit. Sounds like a freak.
Yeah, he is.
Lashley's a freak, so.
But the thing is like you don't see Lashley doing like backflips and moonsaults and stuff.
No, definitely not.
So, that's why I'm hyped about this guy. But the thing is, you can't, when they sign guys like this, when WWE signs guys like this that are really talented, you cannot get overhyped. Like, we're probably never going to see Uhaa Nation and WWE ever do a moonsault, even though he can do it.
Yeah.
Like, look at Bill Goldberg. Like if you watch him over in Japan, like you see him do stuff that he never would have thought Goldberg would ever do. Like you see him like putting on submission holds, and you're like, wait, is this the same guy?
Brock tore up Japan.
Yeah,
they had never seen anybody like him.
He was amazing, and so when WWE signs these guys, like you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, like because you don't really know where they're gonna go, if they're gonna get the push, if they really like them, and what they're ultimately gonna do. That's why I'm like really. That's why this whole Adam Cole situation is like really depressing me a little bit. Because like I can see him, I know he's gonna sign with WWE within like a year or two, and he's so talented.
He's like your secondary guy,
and like, you know, it's terrible. I'm hoping we actually get to see this dude live in Collinsville. That'd be amazing. He should be back soon. So, anything else we're popping the trunk on right now?
Have we covered everything?
We covered pretty much. I gotta get up out of here soon anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I'm watching the Grizzlies destroy Portland.
Damn, they still playing?
Yeah, they have 6. It's 80-74. Finna get the sweep. So I guess they'll have them playing Golden State Saturday or Sunday.
Somewhere around there, Saturday or Sunday.
Nice. I feel like the first game is gonna be a blowout, and Golden State's gonna run them out the fucking gym. But we'll get that with our next, Pop the Trunk production. Hopefully, everything should be settled by then.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you guys like. I forgot to like, comment, share, strive, share, comment, like, strive. Like
suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat.
Dude, that'd be amazing. Just like, comment, share, subscribe.
We need to get that on here.
We need to get that on here. Another big thing, I mean, we talked about this a little bit earlier before the video, maybe doing some Q&As. You guys on board with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
If the viewers got any questions, comments, you want us to do anything, just write in the comment box,
Right.
We cover everything. Shout out to Matt, too.
Matt Angry, man.
Matt's always down.
He's a lifer. Shout out to Matt. We know you're going to be giving us some good stuff, but we're going to try to, I think we should separate it into 3 separate videos to get each of us, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'm sure we'll be doing them live. I mean, and then
I think so.
We'll be going live.
Just do the comments and send us messages. Send us stuff on Twitter.
Tell us how you feel about the WWE.
Yep.
What would be y'all dream, matches and everything? The dream booking. Tell me what you guys would do.
That's a video that we thought about doing, and we never did it. Dream WrestleMania.
Yeah, we still got to do that.
Dude, that's amazing. I just thought of it. Shout out to Swaggy D.
I just, off the top of the dome.
Off the top of the dome. Pop the trunk.
Maybe we should do some bookings for next week because, they're going to put on a piece of shit next Monday.
I don't even know what happened the last 3 weeks.
I'm just gonna start watching The Fallen on their ass instead of watching it on Hulu the next day. Like I did that last week.
Dude,
and I ain't did shit.
It's like it's wasting space on my DVR right now.
Pretty much.
That and First Take, they're taking up like 10% of my whole DVR.
Yeah. It's bad.
You only can get First Take when they got guests on there, which is usually Wednesdays.
Yeah. That's usually when it's at its best. But when do you guys want to pop the trunk?
That's why it's called a pop the trunk. We don't know.
We don't know. Exactly.
We don't know.
Dude.
We'll hit that button to open the trunk pretty soon, but
we'll give y'all one later this week.
Yeah.
We'll be doing NBA stuff, I'm sure, before the weekend starts. So
Floyd Manny.
We got that on Saturday.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing there? I got that whole day off.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, nice. I've been hearing some stuff about how Manny's gonna knock Floyd the fuck out too. So
yeah, we'll see about that.
We'll see.
All right, but we'll talk to y'all probably next week. Maybe update you something later this week, but we'll see. Pop the trunk on y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Swaggy D, Straight Edge, JT.
Out.
We out.
Out this burger joint.